Hello, everyone. And we have this series of leadership talks where we are getting the leaders from, different companies who are working, of course, in the space of data science, AI, etc. And then we are taking their opinion on how to, upskill basically. So let me give you a quick introduction about Jatin. Jatin has worked with various companies. He worked with Sodexo, right? He is also a faculty at IIM Skills. He is working with Absolute Labs, and he's also a founder and director of DataIntellec. So he's an entrepreneur. I think he tried, being an entrepreneur since long, and now I believe he has all out ventured into this space. And congratulations, first of all, Jatin, for setting up the company. Driving a company is not a small thing, and it's the decision actually to come all out and drive the company in itself is, reflecting a lot of things about you. Basically, that you are a person who takes risk. Yeah. Thank you so much once again. So the first question to you is, Jatin, a lot of people who want to venture into this field of data science or data analytics, they are a lot confused. They are really not aware of what are the kind of real world projects which happen. Yes. Because of which they are, looking into some kind of toy examples and dummy projects, which is not helping them anyways get a job. Their objective of getting into this field is not accomplished. So what, according to you, Jatin, are a few of the real world projects that you have come across?
Right. Thank you, first of all, Bharani, for having me, and thank you for that such a kind introduction. And if we talk about the field of AI, and this is something that I developed as a passion because I was working as a key account manager, and then eventually data analytics was part of my job. And I got interested into that, and in last 8 to 10 years I have seen it evolve a lot, I mean exponentially. And one thing that whenever everyone has this question and wants to understand the scope of it and the application of AI in the industry and the projects that I've come across, and I would say over these years what I have seen, data analytics and AI, especially the use of AI and the impact of AI, it has risen above the segregation of the sectors or industries or departments. So it does not fall anymore under a particular, that it is limited to a particular industry, because there's this myth that people have that data analytics and IT is all about, AI is all about IT field and it involves coding. But I have seen aspects and application of data analytics in healthcare, in manufacturing, marketing, in retail, finance and banking, and even in sports. There are a lot of sports analysts coming up. You can see people with laptops sitting in the dugouts in football match and a cricket match, and they're constantly analyzing the performance. There are a lot of AI vests that have come up with the help of AI technology that map the sportsman's angle, his running style. Everything is being mapped today, and it is being used immensely in all the industries. In every application you can find it. For example, I came an interesting project in healthcare where IBM Watson Health, it's a specific AI program that is detecting diseases like cancer from medical imaging itself. So it's basically doing the work of a radiologist. And not just that, if we talk about common platforms like Netflix or Zomato, they're using recommendation models to provide better content, to provide better recommendations to their users. Companies like Amazon and Flipkart, they are analyzing user behaviors, purchasing patterns, browsing history to suggest highly relevant products, which also boost their sales, improve customer retention. And the application, as I told, is wide. JP Morgan is using for analyzing transactions in real time. They identify anomalies, prevent fraudulent activities in banking. Credit risk rating is being used by almost all the banks we know. And all of these now are evolving to the application of AI and Gen AI. Even companies, small companies, I have come across, which are, and these are all big brands I'm talking about. So people say, okay, these are big brands. It's not just the big brands. We have clients who are very small companies, which I would say, I mean, their turnover would be around 500 US dollars. And these companies are also using predictive analytics for demand forecasting, sales forecasting, inventory management. So I have seen a immense, because we are collecting data in all the industries. Each company is collecting data in real time at different points of consumption. And all that data now they are utilizing that data to understand what good they are doing, what bad they are doing, and what is the customer pattern, what are the areas of improvement. And all this is happening in real time. With the advent of cloud technologies by AWS, Azure, and GCP. So AI is shifting the industries from reactive decision making. That was what we used to have in industry. There was a reactive decision making, and now with the help of AI, we have shifted from reactive decision making to predictive decision making, which has improved the efficiency, it has reduced the costs, and it has immensely helped in new profit and revenue opportunities.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well said, Jatin. I think you have covered wide plethora of applications of AI. You were saying that AI is applicable across different industries. Absolutely. We, as part of AiSPRY, we do projects for pharma, life sciences, healthcare, manufacturing. Manufacturing is everywhere once again. We have manufacturing in automotive, we have manufacturing in pharma, we have manufacturing everywhere for that case, right? So yes, we are doing all those projects. And sports analytics, yes, you touched upon that, and you clearly said that injury prediction also can be done. I mean, indirectly, you told that injury prediction also can be done because they have vests and wearable devices which is capturing data continuously. You also spoke about radiology images which are used to detect cancer. And today, as recent as today, I was reading an article which was saying that just by taking your face image, just your regular facial image, people are detecting whether you are going to get any cancer moving forward or not, right? That's a revolution in its own, right? IBM Watson is doing that since long. Swiggy, Zomato, Food Panda, etc. They recommend you which food will actually spoil your health, of course. And then JP Morgan Chase is looking at banking fraud detection, and all these are meant to take us from reactive decision making to proactive decision making zone. Absolutely, no doubt about that. And thank you for covering wide spectrum, Jatin. The next question is, a lot of students are coming out of BTech in data science, BTech in AI ML, and a lot of working professionals are wanting to shift their career into AI. And there are a lot of people who had career gap in the past, and they want to get back to industry thanks to this AI boom. Now, if you were to hire someone at DataIntellec, for example, what is the skill that you see, and how should they hone their skills for you to actually hire them? Jatin.
All right. Yeah. So, Harini, see, one thing that I've observed is there is still a lot of misinformation regarding AI and the data analytics. So, as you know, there is a lot of segregation. AI in whole is much bigger umbrella, which has predictive analytics and machine learning. The neural network, LLMs, is entirely different technology. Gen AI is an entirely different sector. So there's a lot of confusion, first of all. And the basic thing that I would like to highlight is that students or anyone who's aspiring to work in this field, they should understand the difference between data analysis and data science. Whether they want to be a data analyst, because if they want to be data analyst, it is a combination of technical skills, business understanding, and your soft skills, right? You have to have the business understanding to make recommendations, to apply your results and algorithms to business application. And data science is more of a technically oriented, developer oriented field where you're using large scale algorithms, LLMs, or creating solutions, innovating solutions in order to help for the business applications. So, first of all, they need to understand that which field is more advantageous to them, right? Where will they excel with the kind of experience they are having? Another point which I feel is the fundamentals have to be really clear. There are a lot of courses out there that would teach you how to use how to code in Python, and they would immediately jump into machine learning, and then you are building fancy models using by taking help of Chat GPT and Copilot. But with the advantage of using AI for coding, the issue is that the fundamental concepts are being ignored, right? The person who's writing a code with the help of ChatGPT, he's actually not understanding that what logic is being used in order to solve the problem. If you remember, before these all AI tools were there to help us, Copilot or ChatGPT, before them, I would like to mention this, that Bharani was my professor for when I was going through AMPBA course in AiSPRY, and you taught us the proper way to approach a project, right? You have to have a business understanding, you have to have a data understanding, then you understand the logic, then you establish what model, then you establish evaluation metrics, and then you go to monitoring and maintenance. So that process, that structure, that fundamentals is missing, right? And that is because they are not coding, they're using the help of these AI and just copying the code. So I think that is one problem. You have to master the fundamentals first, and then you can use obviously these tools to save time, right? But you should understand the logic. Also, there are a lot of people who are working on dummy data, which kind of strays them away from the real world problems, right? I would say that you gain hands-on experience with real-world data. There are a lot of good websites out there, including I did a workshop with your 360 as well, where we did a CI/CD pipeline. So these kind of workshops will help, because in these kind of workshops we learn about how to tackle real-world data, because real-world data is entirely different from dummy data. Dummy data is like a pure form of data which does not exist in real world. There are a lot of inaccuracies in real world data. There are a lot of challenges in getting data. Data are sometimes in different format. You have to process it real time or batch. In batch processing, it's an entirely different thing then. So I would say that it's better to attend these kind of workshops and get hands-on experience with real world applications rather than just practicing on dummy data and creating a portfolio. Another thing I would like to mention is you have to develop business and storytelling skills. Why I would say that is because I've seen a lot of data analysts who would create a very good dashboard, or they would create a very good algorithm. They're good at coding, but they're not able to translate into a business solution, right? They're not able to identify the insights. They're not able to translate those insights into actions. What recommendations do you offer? So, and how to link those predictions so that the business is benefiting from them. That is something which is also I've seen is missing. So the ability to translate the results into business application and good storytelling skill, if it is developed along with the learning of these tools and AI, I think, that would be advantageous for people who are trying to go into this field. In short, I would say that all the professionals who are aspiring to come into this field, they have to go beyond the theoretical knowledge out there it should be, they should learn about it, but they should not focus on theoretical knowledge. Rather, they should focus on the applied knowledge, the applied business problems, how that problem is being solved. If there is a business problem that comes up to you, how you identify that problem, how you risk the objectives, how you understand the data, establish the data sources, then create a model. You start from a base model and then you go to higher models, get the evaluation metrics set, and then you go to a production code. So I think this process of sticking to understanding the fundamentals, understanding the logics, and working on real world applications and developing business and storytelling skills, I think that should be their goal if they want to enter into this field.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well said, Jatin. Thank you so much for this elaborate explanation. You touched upon a few key points, such as understand the difference between data analytics and data science, first of all. Decide which stream you want to pursue. Second, have strong fundamentals. You might end up using GenAI for fast tracking your work, but if you do not understand the logic of the code which is getting generated, it doesn't help. Otherwise, it's just copy paste and you run it mechanically, and then the model might give you altogether different results. Then please don't work on dummy data, because real world problems are very different than dummy data. Absolutely. And also Kaggle competitions where you automatically magically get the data. You just download the data and you strive to build an algorithm with the highest accuracy, and there ends the story. You don't know the business problem, so you did not accrue any domain knowledge. You don't know how to collect the data because data is readily made available to you. And then all you do is download the data, which is very clean. It's not close to reality. And then you focus only on building machine learning algorithms. The code pertaining to all the machine learning algorithms is publicly available there. What different are you doing apart from hyperparameter optimization? Right? And then you have to hand over the model that you built in a consumable format to the end user. You have to deploy it. That aspect also is not learned if you work on dummy projects, dummy data, Kaggle competitions, etc. And one last thing which I really liked is business and storytelling skills. As and how you keep getting the predictions, you should be able to blow life into it. And you have to tag business value to it. Only then can you impress the end user who is consuming your model or who is consuming your model results rather. Yeah. Thank you so much, Jatin. It's very kind of you to come here, explain about all these things. And anyone who watches this video, I'm certain, will gain a lot of insights which are, not the regular feedback or regular inputs which people usually give. Thank you so much for those practitioner insights, and do stay in touch, and all the best, Jatin.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care.